Sitoi kitu kidogo, sitoi kitu kidogo, sitoi kitu kidogo. That's the song right there that is bringing you on to a very exciting morning here. Welcome back to Biashara Tuesday on this 23rd of January 2024. How is your year coming along? It's already 1 month in, actually almost over. How are your resolutions coming up? Have you found a gym to join yet? Have you started saving yet? How is this year looking for you? Is it your year yet, or do we wait for 2025? Let us know how that is going, especially on the financial end of matters. That's why we are focused on this show, which is Biashara Tuesday. I'll be letting you in on the details of the discussions that we're having here this morning. But our business, or the focus of our business, is usually not just on individuals, businesses, but also on the business of the Republic, the business of the people who conduct the business of the Republic as well. Starting with President William Ruto. Travels, taxes, and as well as talks. Travel, taxes, and talks, or is it travel, taxes, talks, and tithes? I'm trying to see what the memoir of President William Ruto will read at the end of his presidency, or is it just the entry to his daily diary, which is travel, taxes, and talks. Let's begin with just a few days ago, 4 days ago, where President William Ruto jetted out to Kampala, Uganda, for a summit that had heads of states and government as well. The 42nd IGAD Extraordinary Summit that happened in Kampala, Uganda, before he headed out to the DRC to witness the swearing in for the second term of Felix Tshisekedi, the president of the Democratic Republic of Congo. What kind of travels is he doing, and what kind of talks is he having with these heads of state? In Uganda, the heads of state from Djibouti, from Somalia, from South Sudan, from Uganda as well were present. These are some of the countries that we are having troubles with. Last week on Tuesday, after a very detailed discussion here on the newspaper review section, the Daily Nation, after watching that show, went on the next day to publish a very detailed report on the troubles that we're having with our neighbors. And that's why I'm concerned with the kind of talks that President William Ruto has been able to do with these countries. For example, in Uganda, we are having a case with President Yoweri Museveni's administration, who have lodged a complaint and a case against Kenya in the East African Court of Justice. They're saying and highlighting that there's a rift between these two nations because of the denial of a license that will enable Uganda to handle fuel imports that are destined for Kampala. For DR Congo, last year in December, before the general elections of the Democratic Republic of Congo, the opposition figure, an opposition figure from DRC, who was the head of the Electoral Commission before and was gunning for the presidential seat, made a statement right here from Nairobi. Kenya distanced itself from the opposition figure, but this was a bit late after the Democratic Republic of Congo recalled its ambassador to Kenya. In Sudan, Khartoum as well recalled its ambassadors to Kenya to protest the official reception of another opposition figure who made statements right here from Nairobi, Kenya. Somalia, age-long conflict that we've been having with them. The UN's top court has ruled largely in favor of Somalia in the long-running dispute between Kenya over the maritime border that is between Kenya and Somalia. The president of Somalia was there in Uganda. The president of Uganda was there, as well as the president of Sudan, who was present, and after weeks and intense months of conflict with our neighbors. What is our foreign policy, and what will President William Ruto be doing to tackle some of these problems that we are having with our neighbors? Closer home, continuing with the theme of talks, the judiciary walked onto the open arms of State House yesterday after weeks of onslaught, criticism, and harsh statements from the executive about the endemic corruption that is there within the judiciary. However, missing out were some of the key contentious issues that have been mentioned before these talks happened. Previously, President William Ruto was saying that the endemic corruption that is there within the halls of the judiciary and the kind of sabotage that he's witnessing to some of the projects that he's trying to launch is going to deal with them without fear or favor. However, reports that came out of that talk seem to not touch on any of those contentious issues. One thing that I did notice, however, was the bag of goodies that was given to the judiciary. They're now given more budgetary allocation to hire 36 more judges to the Court of Appeal and to the High Court as well. They've also been refreshed with some large sums of money to pump up their fleet of cars, to help them with transportation and the delivery of justice to your doorstep. That is the kind of things that CJ Martha Koome was able to walk out of State House with. They have also distributed the corruption that was being solely blamed on the judiciary and has now been distributed between the judiciary, the legislature, and the executive. They have been given 30 days to come up with steps for a fresh war against corruption. What happened to the previous war? That is a question that we're asking here on Biashara Tuesday, and we'll be following up to see what kind of ambiguous ceasefire that the CJ and the president have been able to come to terms with. In the meantime, a latest survey by Infotrack shows that 73% of Kenyans are struggling financially to make ends meet. 55% of this can only be able to make ends meet after seeking help from friends and family. 18% of them are struggling financially and mentally with anxiety and panic attacks because of the dwindling state of the economy. In the meantime, bags of goodies to the judiciary and also a new budget that is helping to restore State House or to do renovations. The shilling is dwindling steadily, not just against the dollar, but against our neighbors. Check how we are faring against Uganda. Some few years back, 1 shilling went for about 35 Ugandan shillings. Right now, it's 23 Kenyan shillings. You should check how it's 23 Ugandan shillings to 1 Kenyan shillings. You should check how we are doing against the Tanzanian shilling. You should check how we are doing against Eritrea, Rwanda, before you even panic against the rising or the dwindling state or the depreciating state of the shilling against the US greenback or the dollar. Those are some of the things we are going to highlight here. The state of the economy, the business of the republic, and the business of individuals. How can 73% of Kenyans feel that they cannot make ends meet in this current economy? And they're saying that it's likely to worsen towards the end of 2024. Only 5% of Kenyans are able to meet their needs without any sort of struggle whatsoever. You can imagine how many of those are politicians or are related to the politicians. So, in which percentage are you of this latest survey coming out of Infotrack? Last week, as well, I was able to attend the launch of Samsung Galaxy S24 in the latest fit by Samsung to bring innovation straight to the palm of your hands. In the latest of these mobile devices, you're going to get the capability of using AI, which has been integrated within these devices. How is this going to be useful for you? In the price tag that is attached to some of these devices being mind-blowing. The Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, which is the high end of that series, starts at 276,000 Kenyan shillings. What is in a phone that will warrant you to give 276,000 shillings to have it just on the palm of your hands? I'll be highlighting that within the show as well. We have something for you also exciting for young people who might want to look for opportunities as we are trying to look outside of this border. Red Bull has something exciting for you, for all fun lovers, for the people who seek adventure and thrill. There's an exciting opportunity for you to hop on to travel across Europe for 7 days. I'll be letting you in on how you can apply and be part of it in an adventure-filled event that will happen in May or from May 11th to the 24th. 7 days of fun across Europe. This morning, we're also having conversations with experts of the industry from digital marketing, which is a focus for us here on the show, as you always are aware of. We brought on people who are very well versed in matters of digital entrepreneurship and are helping businesses, small and large, to do listings on their websites and also to help them, of course, do some of that which we have been speaking here: SEO optimization, web optimization, and also social media advertising. How can you hop on to them, and also how is this relevant for you? Because AI was integrated into the latest Samsung devices, AI is also being integrated in digital marketing. So how can you use your mobile device as the first option for you to boost your business with all the tools that are available for you in the digital economy? For students, again, opportunities for you here. KU Career Week is happening in just a few days at Kenyatta University. I've brought over the organizing committee from this year's KU Career Week. We're going to have discussions on what you can expect, the kind of speakers that have been prepared for you by Kenyatta University, and for students who want to join Kenyatta University, what exciting opportunities are there for you. That is also a hint there. But for careers for those who are going to be exiting Kenyatta University very soon. This being, I'm sure, the second and the final semester for a lot of students within Kenyatta University and also institutions of higher learning across the country. This is an exciting opportunity for you here. Other discussions that are happening here include the AFCON analysis. The Africa Cup of Nations has happened and has been happening. Underdogs are taking over. Shocking results in Cote d'Ivoire, where they've also lost, being the home country. Or is it Cote and Devour? Is it Ivory Coast or Cote and d'Ivoire? We are going to have that discussion with Emperor Sheikha and as well as a lawyer who's appeared here before on a political analysis, but will be here on matters of the business of football in Africa. This is an exciting conversation and also a packed show from start to finish. So you don't want to miss out on this and much more that we have prepared for you with the whole team here. Please do let us know, where are you tuning in from? And who else would you like to tune into the show? Let us know on all social platforms at KUTV Kenya, at Richard_OKENYE. Let's roll slowly and have a look at what is happening on those roads. I'll be right back with the traffic updates. All right, what's happening on those roads? But first, the weather updates on what you can expect. Do you dress warm? Do you dress light? Do you carry an umbrella? 5-day weather forecast. Today, we are going to experience highs of 26 degrees Celsius and lows of 10 degrees Celsius. And it's going to be sunny at most parts of the day. Tomorrow, sunny as well. Thursday, sunny. Highs of 27 degrees Celsius and lows of 15 degrees Celsius. There's no rain expected in the coming few days in Nairobi or its environs, so you should be aware of that kind of information. We are out of the heavy rains period for a while, so you can be dressing warmly and lightly as you're preparing for your day-to-day and the coming few days if you'll be traveling elsewhere. Please let us know of what the traffic or the weather is also looking on your end. But in Nairobi and its environs, the people of the city have this to say, starting with Jesse Wood Ndongo, who's saying there's no lights on the train to Mombasa. What is happening? That is Jesse Wood Ndongo. That is an interesting name, actually. Jesse Wood Ndongo, Jesse Makbul on Twitter, saying that there are no lights on the train to Mombasa. Is that the SGR? To Mombasa, there are no lights on that train. Katani Road, Mombasa Road, pale kumeshika sana. Apparels by Miss B, anasema on Twitter. Uhuru Highway, all the way to Westlands, looks absolutely pathetic. No pedestrian walkways, all roundabouts look dirty, potholes all over, and some soil dumped under the expressway. Chris anasema on Twitter, anauliza Kipchumba Murkomen, Uhuru Highway, what is happening there? All the way to Westlands, looks absolutely pathetic. No pedestrian walkways, all the roundabouts look dirty, potholes all over, and then there's some soil that is dumped under the expressway for the normal Kenyans who are using the lower road of the expressway. So kuna shida pale, kwa hiyo barabara inaelekea Westlands. The Kenya have been tagged there, and Kipchumba Murkomen, the CS for that ministry. Traffic along Bunyala Road heading to roundabout from Upper Hill. Avoid it if you can. I have 490 shillings on the ETC and I want to join the expressway from Imara to the new Haile Selassie exit, which is 245 Kenyan shillings. Why can't you deduct from my minimum balance of 490? Why must I top it up again? Why do you have that minimum balance for ETC users? That is Nav Ondenyi. Maswali mengi. Hauna hela kwa ETC hapo. He's asking why he has to top up to have that bare minimum to join the ETC, but just top it up, yeah? That is the cost of using the ETC. Kenyans who are using the roads should know that Kenyan roads are death traps. The Ministry of Transport needs to enforce stricter regulations. That is Mbacha saying that the Ministry of Transport needs to look at the accountability of Kenyan drivers to ensure that pedestrians are taken care of, and we're not just taking care of all these passengers, of only these passengers. So not only the passengers, but pedestrians are also road users. So we need walkways, we need there to be regulations to take care of them. For Kenyan truck drivers, have been killed in South Sudan, from a report here by Kenyan transporters. More information will be streaming in to know exactly what has happened there. Information from NTSA as well for you to apply for a reflective plate. Please ensure you're logging into your eCitizen account to get that reflective plate, and a single reflective number plate goes for 1,550 and a pair for 3,050. You're getting it with a timeline of 7 working days, and that is also in line with those digital number plates that the ministry and NTSA in collaborations have been trying to push forward, and there's a deadline for those, so ensure you're getting yours as soon as possible. More information also from Thika Road, Nyue hadi town. That's what Kiprono Langat is saying. Nyue hadi town. Tuambie how long ago you were on Thika Road, and then we'll be also informing others as we go on with the show. Alternative routes. Kiambu Road, I saw something here, looks good this morning. Apart from elsewhere on Muthaiga Road into Limuru Road, heavy traffic jam on that route. I've had to go to Forest Road from Pangani to access Limuru Road to Gigiri twice, yesterday and today. That is Saranya, Roganda. Anauliza what's happening in Muthaiga Road and Limuru Road. Wanatumia Forest Road. For those who wanted alternative routes, that is one that you can consider. From Pangani to access Limuru Road, tumia Forest Road, and then you avoid that heavy traffic that is experienced at Muthaiga Road into Limuru Road. Those are the major updates I have this morning in terms of traffic. We are now heading out to have a look at what has happened in the world and then come back with conversations. Remember, KU Career Week is coming up. I have the organizing committee here with me. I'm going to begin that conversation, and then AFCON and digital marketing are other conversations that should be looking forward to hear this morning on KUTV. What is happening on the newspaper, the headlines, be keeping them near to you there, the Daily Nation, the Business Daily, and the Standard. I'll be giving you a breakdown of those headlines and also how they affect your business. Let me take a break and then come back with my guests of the day. So don't go too far. Keep tweeting, leave a comment. I'll be reading it when I'm back. Thank you for creating time for Biashara Tuesday, this 23rd of January 2024. How are you doing? How's your New Year resolutions? Please let us know the gym that you've joined. Let us know your financial goals, how that is progressing, your saving challenges, and also your financial investments, where exactly you should be looking at. Where have you been able to put your money? Have you put your money where your mouth is? Please do let us know so that you can also join in and reap heavy towards the end of the year. 73% of Kenyans are struggling to make ends meet this year. So I don't know if you're one of those, and I'm not going to confess which part of the percentage I'm in, but any tips will be useful for us this morning to endure together as a nation. This morning, we've invited over a couple of people for a conversation or two that you should be looking forward to. On KU Career Week 2024, I'll be speaking with Mr. J.B. Washira, chairperson of the Career Week Organizing Committee of 2024. He is accompanied by Eric Ndiritu, who is an organizing committee member as well for the Kenyatta University Career Week 2024. This is an annual Career Week that happens within the grounds of Kenyatta University. Industry experts also invited, industry leaders, businessmen, corporate, and also alumnus who have been able to do well for themselves out there to give tips and insights to students who are trying to launch their career, whether right from the beginning of their university career or just trying to see where they can set their foot whilst or once they are out of the university premises. So for those who are excited for this kind of conversation happening here at Kenyatta University grounds in the coming few days and also going to span for a whole week, this conversation is coming up in a few with Mr. Eric there, as I said, and also Mr. Washira, who are in the organizing committee for KU Career Week 2024. In digital marketing, the CEO of More Classifieds. More Classified is a listing agency and also a marketing marketing agency for small, medium, and large enterprises who want to do digital advertising and also set their footprint on the digital front. We are going towards a digital future, digital entrepreneurship. There's need for us to equip ourselves with the necessary skills that will boost our businesses in the smallest ways and in the largest ways possible. How can you do that? What kind of tools do you need? Can you do it straight from your phone if you are a mama mboga or if you're a corporate? Do you also both need the same kind of tools for digital advertising? How can you do it with the least amount of budget possible? That's what we are trying to look at here with the CEO of More Classifieds, Willis Onyango. He's brought along the marketing manager of More Classifieds as well. That is Kevin Wasiaya, and Mr. Willis Onyango will be here with me on the show to discuss More Classifieds and also to have a look at digital marketing. On the newspaper section, we'll be looking at some few issues that are happening all over the country and also taking a focus on youth empowerment and what we can do together as youth to empower each other. And to speak on that conversation, very relevant in that context, is Edwin Oiko, spokesperson of Marurui Youth Power. He's had a conversation here with us before on what we can do together as a society to learn from those who are of course, who have come before us, and also to help each other as the youth to come together to empower ourselves in these tough economic times. Where do we look at? This is a conversation you should be looking forward to as we prepare for also that AFCON breakdown. The Africa Cup of Nations, the 34th of its kind, is happening and will be taking place all the way to 11th of February. Who will win the $7 million prize that is there? What has been happening in the group stages so far? Who's qualified? And what are the underdogs saying? Who is likely to win? That is the conversation we are having with Emperor Shaker, who is a football podcaster with Dimba Desk, and will be also accompanied here by Benson, who is a lawyer part-time and also a football commentator on his other days. The AFCON analysis is happening on Biashara Tuesday here, the business of football in Africa. Don't go far. Let me take a break, take a cup of water, and then I'll be back with the organizing committee of the KU Career Week to have that conversation. This is still Biashara Tuesday.
To look for high quality friends.
I'm from Kingston, Jamaica, you know Portmore. That's my village.
Kanga kitini hapo ukinyethia ukikatia mademo akipita.
Sinaweza saa hii nimekuja kukopesa choo.
From the farm to the consumer, we explore agribusiness opportunities right here with you.
Changamoto lingine ni soko. Soko saa ingine bei inashuka tu drastic, kama saa hii hoho imeshuka chini.
On Money Monday, we explore business stories and engage business professionals as reference points for analyzing investment opportunities.
Last year, the economy grew by 4.8%, and which is really an indication of the resilience of the economy.
If we don't grow the economy, then we cannot have economic transformation.
We shall bring you up to speed with everything taking center stage in the business world and the state of the nation. Join me, Ann Odida, every Sunday and Monday for captivating, entertaining, and informative stories at 9 p.m.
Maelfu na maelfu ya wahamiaji wakiwa na watoto kutoka nchi za Amerika ya Kati wanaendelea kuwasili kwenye mpaka kati ya Marekani na Mexico.
But folks, I'm going. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ni habari kutoka pembe zote duniani.
Pepo pasi vuguvugu. Pepo pa ni idea.
Sazidi ananyonya, hanyonyi vizuri, anakuwa hayuko comfortable.
Jeshi la Jamhuri ya Kidemokrasia ya Kongo linapambana na waasi wa ADF.
And so are we. wito kwa mashirika, makampuni na vilevile vituo vya uchukuzi.
Mambo mengi yatakwenda kama yalivyopangwa.
Hapa ni kuna mmoja wa viongozi wa chama cha wavuvi katika eneo hili.
Zaidi tunajaribu kuwapa chanjo ili ina boost ama inanyanyua kinga ya mwili, ndio inaenda kupelekea kupambana na virusi.
Ni duniani leo, Jumatatu mpaka Ijumaa, moja kwa moja kutoka VOA Swahili, Washington DC.
We should be able to have this discussion is to test the limits of our constitution and also to test the stance of where as Kenyans we stand. Okay. So that's why I want to thank Fafi, Member of Parliament, much as some people are castigating him, but it's an interesting discussion to have. Mm-hmm. But some people are having issues whether this is the right time or to have the discussion or not, but you know,
technology, science, innovation, ICT and research. These are the ingredients upon which the solutions to the 21st century problems are founded. In a world that is rapidly changing, it's all hands on deck to ensure a balance in all fields of life. Young and old are also in the front line, breaking the glass ceiling, becoming thought leaders in the larger tech space. Not forgetting other societies marginalized. And when the tech Avengers come together, we inch closer to a much safer, efficient, and sustainable world. What we view as a norm in today's advanced world was just an idea, and for nostalgic reasons, we trace back to the iconic days to bring you the retro tech. On Tech Innovation Show, we encapsulate all the pillars of the fourth industrial revolution, decoded in a language, all for one for all. Every Monday at 8:30 as we push the mantra, keep learning something new each and every day. Only on KUTV, a new experience.
Where we ask the coolest questions in science. Let's go! Is yogurt really just rotten milk? Why do humans need sharks to survive? How did a 12-year-old boy from Africa invent modern vanilla farming? How do you deliver medicine to a chimpanzee? Can poop be useful? How can you save the planet by reducing air pollution? To help us answer these questions, we are inviting some wonderful guests from the world of science. They will enlighten you, make you hungry for knowledge, oxygenate your brain, and make your ideas flow. This is Engine Season 3. Let's go!
Back on Biashara Tuesday live on air. Watching us from the comfort of her home is Ashley Asachi, all the way in Ngong, if I'm not wrong, the last time I checked, in Ngong Road. She's having breakfast. Let me just read it out. Morning, OKENYE, having breakfast as I enjoy Biashara Tuesday at the comfort of our home, tuned in till the last minute. Thank you very much, Ashley Asachi. You can check out her own show as well. Fashion Diaries airs at KUTV here, 8 p.m. every Monday. She brings you the best of fashion all across the world and also in Kenya. So do check out Ashley Asachi, and thank you, Asachi, for tuning in to the show this morning. Edlens saying, looking sharp, Sir Richard, time to get the bag bila maswali mingi. Hatuna maswali mingi hapa. Just getting the bag, information here and there. That's all about it on Biashara today. You said looking sharp, Sir Richard. You should see who's on the show as well. They're looking sharper than me, or I hope not, but I'll be unveiling them in a short while. Please continue letting us know where you're watching us from. I see Gibson Okwara has tuned in to the show. That's Gibson Okwara from Job IQ. Thank you for checking out our live stream this morning. I'll be looking at more of this feedback as it comes in. Ombogo here checking us out from Wakairo, Ruiru, Kenya, CBD. Asante sana for that detailed information of where you're watching us from. Also, I see on WhatsApp, Purity N, and to watch all the way from Gatundu. Watu wa Gatundu, Muriega. Asante sana for tuning in to Biashara Tuesday this morning as well. I'll be reading more information coming in from Twitter. Please remember to tag us at KUTV Kenya, at Richard_OKENYE. I'll be having a conversation right about now on KU Career Week. I brought over the organizing committee from KU Career Week 2024. Here on set is the chairperson and also one of the organizing members of KU Career Week, chairperson JB Washira, and organizing committee member Eric Nderitu. Welcome to the show, gentlemen. How are you feeling this morning?
Ready to discuss
matters career. You look like a career man already, so I'm sure you're very ready.
Yes,
Bwana Eric, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great.
You're not a fresh face on the show, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm also part of the Kenyatta University peer counselors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
but this time you're in your capacity as an organizing member.
Organizing member
for the KU Career Week 2024.
Yes.
Let us know just a brief outlook. What is KU Career Week all about before we get into the details of 2024? Please let us know.
Okay, so Kenyatta University Career Week is all about it. It is a 1 week of pure career events and career exhibitions. We have various days that we have set aside to discuss various things. We have things to do with high school days where we come and motivate our students, those in high school, to see Kenyatta University and get a deeper insight of what to expect in the university life, and also to motivate them to work hard so that they can join campus. We also have things to do with the public lectures where we invite various CEOs of various companies who come to talk about the evolving job market. We also have the HR forums where we invite various distinguished HR managers who come and try to discuss to us the job market, the training, recruitment, and how the jobs are evolving around the world and how we can adapt to them.
Oh, those are relevant conversations. We'll get into the details of how that looks like in the coming week. Chairperson, habari yako kwako?
Mzuri sana.
KU Career Week, why is it important for, how and why is it important for Kenyatta University?
Thank you so much, Richard. First of all, let me thank KUTV for giving me this opportunity. I was here back in November. We were looking at the general overview of what Career Week is about, and we promised to come back and give the finer details, and that is why I'm here today.
Okay.
On why Career Week is important for Kenyatta University and the student fraternity in particular is because Career Week is a platform to educate and to create awareness about the different career opportunities that are there for those who are studying currently in the different and diverse fields of study.
Okay.
Now, besides learning about the career opportunities, it also gives us university students an opportunity to learn more about the fields that we want to venture into, so that even as we plan and think about the careers we want to venture into after campus, we have a good understanding of what is required and what we need to do in order to get there.
All right.
Yes.
Let me take it back to Eric there. When we're speaking about Career Week, Paul mentioned industry experts, the kind of talks, public lectures that will happen. How are you planning to engage students who are within Kenyatta universities? In what ways, in what kind of activities do we expect them to participate fully?
Okay, so to start with the HR forums, we have organized a day that is on Monday where we'll be having various HR managers across Kenya. We have very distinguished guests who will be coming for a talk show. They'll sit in a panel discussion and they'll try to speak out on the evolving job market, the change in the job market, and they'll try to give us what to expect in the outside world. You know, one thing when we are in campus, we find we are just studying, we expect good jobs, we expect a job immediately after you graduate, but they try to tell us their reality, so that you can be able to face it when you are coming out. And also they try to give us an insight on you may have studied a certain course, but that does not limit you to do that particular job, because as you know, Kenya is currently facing what we call flooding of jobs. But now with the HR, they try to show us of what to expect, and with that we get that preparedness. When we graduate, we are going to diverge, we are going to get in and react swiftly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that is one of those ways in which students are expected to be involved, which is the HR talk.
Yes.
Are there any other activities that students are going to be participating in?
Yes, we have the public lectures. Where in the public lectures, they are generally going to talk about career week. They are generally going to talk about the careers. We'll be having various industries, how they evolve. We're going to be having perhaps JB can get more insight on the public lectures.
Thank you so much, Richard. As I think he's pointed out on the HR forums, and I think before I delve into the public lectures, I'd want to expound more on that. Now, the HR forum is actually a nexus for the students within KU to interact with human resource professionals and practitioners. When you look at the people who've been invited, we'll have 2 sessions for the HR forum on Monday, the 29th. We have a morning session between 9 to 12 noon, and we're expecting a panel discussion of 5 guests. Not just any 5 guests. We have 5 HR practitioners who are, 2 of them are business partners actually at distinguished brands. We have the human resource manager for BCG, that's a business consulting group. We have a business partner for Rekit. Rekit is a manufacturing and processing company that produces self-care products and toiletries such as Harpic. We have Dettol. We are looking at Dr. Jotham Mukundi, who is also a director at AJ Global. We are looking at the HR for Techno. We are looking at also the HR for the Council of Governors. So what I'm alluding to is the vast amount of experience that is distributed amongst these panelists. These are people who've hired for over 20 years, who've interacted with different people, different personalities. They know what they look at when they're hiring. They know what distinguishes people, I mean different applicants from the rest. So basically, what I'm talking about, the theme for this year's Career Week is leveraging on technology and entrepreneurship for an evolving job market. Yeah. So they'll be discussing with us on how we can develop that competitive edge or that competitive advantage that will give you an opportunity to be employed at the companies that you apply to. Remember, Richard, we are looking at a situation where, as I said before, the education system in Kenya churns out graduates faster than the economy can absorb them. We're also looking at a situation where most of these graduates are coming out half-baked. Okay, so this is an opportunity for us to be informed about what do we need to do, what do we need to do now, so that by the time we leave campus, we are all-rounded graduates who fit and adapt to the job market almost instantly. Now, the public lectures will be a continuation of this discussion, still based on that theme of leveraging technology and entrepreneurship. Now, what you're saying is we have the public lectures on Wednesday and Friday. We have 2 morning sessions. On Wednesday, we expect actually 3 guests. We expect the CEO of NATCOM. NATCOM is a Kenya National Commission to UNESCO. We expect Dr. Mohammed Sheikh, is the Director General at KNDP, that's Kenya National Population, I think, Development something. Then we have, finally, we have Mr. Jan Dong. Mr. Jan Dong is the chairman of Shandong Chamber of Commerce. Yeah. On Friday, we expect the MD, Microsoft Africa, and we also expect the Chief Human Resource Officer for Naivas. So we're talking about big brands, brands with experience, brands that have interacted with graduates, brands that know what is expected of people who want to venture into jobs immediately after their campus. So that whole conversation will be around how we can develop a competitive edge. What do we need to do to be prepared by the time we leave campus? We're also looking at the different job cultures out there. How do we transition? How do we, what do we do as we transition from campus to the job market? What do we need to do right now while we're still in campus so that by the time we get there, we're well prepared for the job market? So it's going to be an interesting discussion. It's going to be an insightful discussion. And what I can promise you is that whoever comes, whoever attends any of those sessions will not leave the same.
What do you say the theme was?
Leveraging technology and entrepreneurship for an evolving job market.
Right, leveraging technology and entrepreneurship for an evolving job market. In our ever-evolving digital landscape, let me just maybe push this through to Mr. Eric there. How have you injected excitement and engagement for this KU Career Week? On maybe on the virtual front, you can tell us how you've also been able to leverage technology in preparation for this and also during the week, and how people now, students especially, can participate, including high schools that you've mentioned. Is that still open? Or how do they go about that?
On the issue about high schools, we are still inviting more schools.
Okay.
So it is open. In fact, high school, it is free. You just confirm your attendance, and on Saturday, we'll be expecting you to visit. Okay. On my approach about leveraging technology, I can say that technology has brought away a very, it has created, you know, like 10 years ago, the way the job market was, it isn't the way it is right now. You find technology in terms of even the human workforce. You find technology has come maybe to replace other jobs. You find technology is more being used for other works that could have been done by maybe humans the previous times. You find you can know the key milestones in changing technology, such as ChatGPT. You know, that has come to, you know, someone who is not more aware on how to adapt to this situation may find it, no, my life is getting...
My life is over.
My life is over, yes.
Technology is overtaking me.
Yes, technology is
career for me out there.
Yes, but now when you know how to go about it, you find like you can use that technology to your advantage. Yeah, and on this career week, now we try to focus on how we can go through that technology, how we can evolve, leverage that technology to our advantage, so that when you come out there, we are able to adapt fully, because technology, if you're not very fully aware of it, you don't know how to go about it, you may find yourselves in crossfires. You don't know where to go, what to do about it, so you must be really aware.
Yeah, of course, and industry players there, industry influencers in the world of technology, from Microsoft to the other big brands that you've mentioned, are going to be very key in having that kind of discussion. What the future of technology basically looks like. Do we expect to also have the KU Career Week streamed somewhere online, virtual? Is that something that you guys are planning?
Yes, as a matter of fact, KUTV will be present to stream some of these forums, so that for those who did not get a chance for one reason or the other to participate actively, can participate passively.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so you can check out KUTV. We'll be there. Save us a seat. If we are airing it here on KUTV, it means we are also on the digital front. So you can be following Kenyatta University and as well as KUTV for that career week. Any moments of entertainment that people can look forward to? How is that organized? I know it's high school students and campus students, which means fun is important to integrate within conversations of career and, you know, serious talks about the world of work. How is entertainment looking like?
Yeah. Thank you. As a matter of fact, part of what Career Week does is develop talent within KU. So we've actually given different people with diverse talents in the fields of entertainment an opportunity to come present what they have. And we've actually just concluded the auditions, and Eric is actually the convener for entertainment subcommittee. And we're also expecting some external guest artists, and I think he can delve into the details.
Eric,
okay,
entertainment.
I'll start by saying, personally, being here is KU Career Week made me. I'm also an MC, but I can say KU gave me that platform through Career Week, and that enabled me, enlightened me, and gave me a way. And the same way I wanted to shine a light to the others. You know, we have a lot of artists. We have a lot of students who have talents across, and we need to know how to commercialize. We need to know how to go about our talents. By that way, we can talk about the Career Week auditions that we did last week. We found one of the best talents. And what KU basically does, the KU Career Week will be giving platforms to these students. We find people, musicians, we find spoken word artists, and you can find various dignitaries. We find there are a lot of artists, established artists who are part of Kenyatta University, and they started in these platforms, volunteering, hoping to get a chance later. And you find when you volunteer, you get that experience. You find that that passion. You wanna go in. You know, right now I don't expect to be paid because I'm still a student. But as I go about, you come to adapt on how you can still make it through this entertainment, because entertainment is one of the key figures right now. We expect a lot of high school students, and you know, even us during our time, we were more concentrated to entertainment than each and every other thing. So I expect entertainment must be there, and it will be there, and we expect to get that energy, to hype the students up and show them.
All right.
Yeah.
I have here Geoffrey Ombogo, who's been watching us from Ruiru. He's a university student right here at Kenyatta University, and he's asking about post-event support. Anasema hizi events mingi sometimes wanaongea na tupatani baadaye. So will there be any follow-up initiatives or support mechanism for the students after the career week to help them transition into their chosen career paths?
Yes. Now, Richard, I'm privileged to have been part of the last organizing committee for the 2023 edition of Career Week. And we usually have a team that we work with of students from different schools within KU. We call them the Career Week ambassadors. And their role is usually to create public awareness and to sensitize people about Career Week, and also to support the different corporates that come in showing their merchandise and telling us more about what they do. And in the last edition, we had several of those companies that participated, giving different students within KU internship opportunities. Personally, I also benefited from the same. I happened to intern as a at KCB Bank as an investment intern, investment banking intern. And we had Shamir Institute also taking a number of students as interns. We had Naivas as well recruiting some of those people who participated in last year's Career Week. So as far as opportunities goes, you asked earlier whether we are willing to put our money where our mouth is.
Yes.
And at Career Week, that is what we are about. We walk the talk. We cannot promise opportunities for everyone, but show up in your best version, show us your best version, turn up, and you never know what happens or what opportunity you get from participating. We did not mention Thursday actually. Thursday is Innovation Day.
Okay.
So Innovation Day will be spearheaded by Shandari Incubation Center, located right here at KU. And that, as we mentioned, we have entrepreneurship among in the lineup for the theme. Now, Incubation Day, or rather Innovation Day, is a perfect opportunity for all those young entrepreneurs with wonderful business ideas that they feel can transition to become actually companies, or that can actually solve some of the problems we're facing today, to come out and show what innovative ideas they have. Companies such as Microsoft coming on board would be interested to see some of these interesting ideas that young minds have developed. And from that, somebody can get an opportunity to develop their business or to advance their career through participating in this year's edition of Career Week 2024.
Okay.
Yes.
Eric, they're asking you to spill the beans here online. They're saying, spill the beans, tuambie msanii mmoja, at least we get excited. Any surprise performances that people can look forward to?
Yes, as you said, surprise. So it will be a surprise performance.
Okay, any not surprise performances?
Yeah.
No hint, no spilling of beans whatsoever, on just one artist?
One thing I can say that they should expect a good artist.
Okay.
Yeah, so it will be a surprise. Yeah.
Okay. Any now on a personal level, what parts of Career Week are you individually both excited for? Let's begin with you there. Which part of this Career Week would you say specifically point out for yourself you're excited for?
Okay, so for me, as I said, I'm heading the entertainment category. So the most excited part is the entertainment, because one thing, I'll be getting a chance to perform, and also other students perform. So that is one of my that is one area that I'm really focused on, and also the HR forum.
Chairperson, away from the seriousness, which part of the career week are you most excited about?
Actually, I'll point out two parts of the career week that I'm looking forward to the most. And the first one is the HR forum. And there's a developing conversation as we crossed over to 2024. Part of the global conversation was around how we're going to regulate AI, because we've seen AI spreading out to different industries and taking over job opportunities that previously were meant for maybe graduates like us or just human beings. And a part of the conversation that we'll be having with our experts is how we can prepare ourselves, or what can we do to make sure that we remain relevant in an industry that AI is taking over. We are looking at how can we use technology to complement our strengths and abilities as opposed to AI taking over what we would have done. So that's a developing conversation, and that I'm looking forward to with the HR forum and the public lectures as well. Second part is the corporate exhibitions. We're expecting quite a number of corporates. Just to name a few, we have Naivas coming on board, we have Huawei, we have Britam, we have L'Oreal East Africa, and all these corporates come with opportunities. They come with opportunities for us to learn about what they do, what products they offer, and what our role is as students and as graduates, future graduates. So I'm really looking forward to those two sessions in the career week.
Right, it's poised to be quite a career week, very promising, not only just to leave an indelible mark to those who attend it, but also going to be shaping the careers of all of those participants there. Unexpected thrills, valuable connections is what they are telling you to look forward to for KU Career Week 2024. It's an invite for high schools to bring their students as well here to witness what university students have, what universities have to offer, and what the industry after that also has to offer. And also an invite for KU students to network and get skills ready for the market that is awaiting for them outside the university premises. Maybe just to quickly have a rundown of the activities, again, once more from Saturday, I think you said, from Saturday all the way to Friday.
Yes.
Please let's have it again, because we are showing it up on the screen at the same time, so that whoever's joined late can also have a look at, it can be abundantly clear what they are anticipating for the event. Eric.
Okay, so on Saturday, on the 27th, we'll be having the high school day. That will be happening on Saturday. On Monday morning, we'll be having the HR forum. Later that evening, we'll be having the public lectures. On Tuesday, we'll be having the official opening ceremony, which will officially open up the career week. On Wednesday, we have the public lectures again. On Thursday, we'll be having the innovation day. And finally, on Friday, we'll be having the public lectures.
All right, leveraging technology and entrepreneurship for an evolving job market. That is the theme for this year KU Career Week 2024. Just a last round of insight from you guys is, why is it important for then someone to think about their careers this early in the campus life? Or how early should someone think about their career choices and their career path, given, again, the evolving job market? I'll start with the chairperson.
Thank you so much, Richard. I want to go way back to high school day and why it is important in line of that question that you've asked. So, in essence, high school day provides an opportunity for students, ideally in their 4th year, to interact with different departments within KU, different facilities, and understand really what they want to venture into. Back in high school, by the time you join Form 1 and you leave Form 4, a number of us have had different, there's that joke that in first year you want to become, in Form 1 you want to become a doctor, and by the time you leave in Form 4 you're a patient. So basically, it's important for us to understand from high school level what these different careers are actually about, and that is what high school day is about. It's an opportunity for them, for the high school students and also Form 4 leavers, to understand what these different career paths entail and whether they actually have the skill set or not actually the skill, the interest and the passion to pursue those fields they want to venture into. Now, for us as university students, how early do you need to start thinking about it? You've actually joined, you're in line with particular field of study. So it's important for you to understand from the early onset whether that is where your passions and strengths actually lay. If not, then it will be important for you to think of making a change or something. Because it doesn't make sense for you to study 4 years only to realize at 4th year that this is not the career path you want to venture into. So as early as first year, it's important for you to understand what you're studying, what opportunities are there in that particular course, and whether do they interest you, are they in line with your passions, or are you bound, or are you going to quit along the way. For 3rd and 4th years, you are exiting campus. You're actually now starting to think about maybe what companies you want to work, and if not specifically the companies, the line of profession you want to venture into. And there are certain bits of information that you might not have. For instance, what is expected of somebody. Let me use myself. I want to venture into finance after campus. I want to venture into corporate finance. What is expected of somebody who wants to venture into corporate finance? What short courses do I need to study now that will help me get, hit the ground running once I'm done with campus? So there are a number of things beyond just the coursework. There are a number of other factors. There are a number of other, puzzles that need to come together so that you understand perfectly and you hit the ground running once you're done with campus. Yeah. It's also a good opportunity for us to network, meet people who've been in the industry for decades now, people who have experience and know what it takes to succeed in this particular lines of work and employment. So it's critical that all years, whether it's a first year, whether it's a 4th, 5th or 6th year, to show up and maximize on the opportunities that will be there during this year's edition of the Career Week.
Right, and for Kenyatta University, whether you're 7th, 8th or 9th year as well, you're invited to think about your career. If you know, you know, yeah? That's for a select few. One thing I'm picking from you there is that sometimes, or actually, thinking about a career is not about the title. It's thinking about what involves what the work that goes into that sort of career. So it's not whether you want to become an investment analyst, it's also what goes into it. What kind of courses, as you said there, what kind of short courses, what kind of emotional intelligence do you need to have, what kind of tenacity do you need to have? And that's what KU Career Week offers for you. You get to find people who've been there in the industry, as he said there, who've already gone through the cycles of work, the cycles of that kind of profession. So you know early, and it's never too late for you, even if you're in the 4th year, 5th year, 6th year, and the rest, as he just said there. Mr. Eric, what is your takeaway there on how early or how often someone should think of their career?
Yeah, it's all about being flexible. I start by saying I'm studying education. To be more specific, mwalimu wa maths. I'm doing mathematics and business studies. But what I do outside here, say the thing, what you feel, ukifeel mwalimu wa maths, unaona tu viboko na sijui nini. But what I do, na double lessons na kulala class. But you can expect, personally what I'm doing outside, I'm an MC and I'm trying to be flexible, because one thing, you do not know what to expect when you graduate, because you find yourself, you're doing this particular set of career, a particular course, but the time you're graduating, you have found another diverge course, something to do. I can tell you right now, most of the people, actually majority of people actually would study the same course, they are not doing that. Watu wako na pesa huku nje and they are not doing what they studied for. Kwa mtu alisoma medicine but ni msanii mkubwa sana. So it's all about being flexible and being adapting. You know, we are adapting each and every time. Hadi mimi nasemanga I'll graduate, I'll have that degree. But nitaenda kwenye pesa ziko mingi. So it's all about.
All right, this time is not just thinking about your career, it's also thinking how you can evolve with the job market to also still stay within your areas of passion and to invest in your skill to thrive within the evolving job market. Please, just finally, to wrap it up, a call out for guys to come through. I think I'll start with you because you're on entertainment and maybe high schools. Just invite them once more, and then the chairperson can invite everyone generally who is invited, the fraternity, and also maybe whoever else is allowed to walk in through the gates of Kenyatta University. I had a question though, I almost forgot it. It's from Gibson Okwara. Thank you, Gibson Okwara, for watching the show. He's asking, how can we participate as partners? So he's a founder of a couple of companies, and he just wants to know if it's possible for him to pull in through as late as now.
So for Gibson, yes, it's possible to participate. As I've pointed out, there are multiple opportunities. On Tuesday and Wednesday, we will be having the corporate exhibitions, and the corporate exhibition usually happens at the Graduation Square, and this is usually an opportunity for companies to come showcase their products and also discuss with students the different opportunities that are available at their companies and how we can contribute in terms of whether it's through, consuming the information, purchasing their products, or taking part in the opportunities that they provide. So yes, he can reach out to us. The email address is careers@ku.ac.ke.
All right. careers@ku.ac.ke.
Yes.
That's for you, Gibson. If you want to participate, send an email through to them. Alafu, I'll get yourself the relevant information. A call out to students and also the fraternity to participate. Tuanze na wewe, Mr. Eric.
Okay, I invite you all students, campus students, please come to these events. You may never know what is at stake for you. We have the corporate exhibitions. It might be a chance for you to interact more with your line of jobs, your line of work, which you expect to venture in. For the high school students, believe me, they're in class right now, but the teachers, rather the principals, please, your schools are invited. You can come. It's free of charge. You'll participate fully, and you get all that we have for you on that day.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. And that week in general, actually, all the way to next week on Friday. Bwana Chairperson.
Richard, we say the quintessential definition of luck is where opportunity meets preparedness.
Okay.
Now, for me, that defines Career Week 2024.
All right.
That first, there are those who are prepared but have not had the opportunity to showcase their preparedness. This is a perfect opportunity for them to show up. You as students, come interact with your prospective employers. You never know what happens. There are multiple students who have gotten jobs, permanent jobs, internship opportunities through participating in the previous editions of the Career Week. There are also those students who have no idea where to begin. They're studying and would love to know about how do they, enhance their capabilities so that once that opportunity comes, they'll be ready to take it hands-on. So this is a perfect opportunity for you to come, learn about what you need to do, besides just studying, going to class and attending lectures. Come network, learn from the people with industry experience and professionals. Learn about what you need to do, what skills you need to gain, whether you've talked about emotional intelligence, whether it's practical technical experience such as short courses. So we are encouraging all of them to come, interact with the different companies, the different experts that we have invited. And one thing I can assure them, as a man of faith, actually my first name is John Baptist.
John Baptist Washira.
Yes, thank you. They will not go home the same.
Okay.
So this might be it will be a life-changing opportunity for some of the people who participate. And who knows, it might be you.
Okay.
So why not show up? And, as economists, we love to use the word maximize profits, minimize costs, maximize profits. Come, maximize the different opportunities that are there, and your life will never be the same again.
Oh, yes. Wow. You had to finish with a Bible-like comment there.
Perfect.
He's prepared the way for youth, just like John the Baptist, JB Washira, and Eric there, Vibrant Minds organizing committee behind KU Career Week. It's going to be a gateway for opportunities, an excess of aspirations, endless possibilities for you. They've not only planned an event, but orchestrated a journey towards a future possible excellence. So make sure you're tuning in to KU Career Week 2024 beginning this coming Saturday for a transformative journey towards the evolving job market. This is Biashara Tuesday. I take a short break and then I'm coming back with the AFCON analysis, what is happening at the Africa Cup of Nations, and then we're looking at digital marketing with more classifieds. Don't go far.
Nata University Career Week 2024, starting Saturday 27th of January to 2nd February 2024. The ever-entertaining, educative and energizing high school fair will be taking place at KU Graduation Square from 9 a.m. and live on KUTV Kenya. The event is open to all high school students, free of charge. Join us and learn more on the academic programs and interact with different faculties. Public lectures on topical issues will also be taking place throughout the week, with corporate exhibitions taking center stage as well. The official opening ceremony will take place Tuesday 30th of January 2024 at KU Graduation Square. This year's theme is dubbed Leveraging Technology and Entrepreneurship for an Evolving Job Market. Be part of us as we mark the 2024 KU Career Week Fair.
Langu ndiye Yesu Bwana, wote waingie kwake. Lango, 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 hili lango li wazi.
I am right here for your sake. Now, today we are going to talk about the beginning of a fall. But not just a fall, it is a fall never to recover. If you spend your time sleeping, na tumesema while you are drunk, your senses are sleeping. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. How are you doing today? I'm well in the Lord. I hope you are well in the Lord. First of all, I'd like to thank our Father in heaven. They say broken things can't be fixed, right? But that's a lie. Genesis chapter 3 verses 8. That evening they heard the Lord God walking in the garden, and they hid from him among the trees. But the Lord God called to the man, "Where are you?" For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whomever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Catch me right here only on KUTV every single Sunday.
So my name is Jakub Petri. I'm Associate Professor in the Institute of Philosophy of Jagiellonian University in Krakow, Poland. And I'm the main coordinator of the Cafe project, which is being here hosted by Kenyatta University.
My name is Ewa Hudoba. I am a project manager in this consortium. Keep watching cutting-edge research at Kenyatta University Television.
Are you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audiovisual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
I would like to thank you for an excellent summer, Your Honor. After marrying in that church, we were together not more than a month before she ran off and I never heard from her again. Your Honor, I would like to make it very clear that from that moment, she never again contacted me and I assumed that she was dead.
I want to see Geoffrey locked up in prison. I'll take his kidnap and turn him into the culprit.
Stop playing games.
The hotel?
Just get your silly girl in line, Geoffrey. Do you understand me?
Of course, I do.
I
I got my results.
From hospital? What did they say?
I'm pregnant.
What is that?
Step away.
Oh my God, Dylan, don't die. Save him.
They are powerful and influential. They make decisions in politics, education, finance, agriculture, health, sports, and all aspects of human life. But the impact of their decisions falls on you, the common citizen. KUTV Primetime News Thursday. We ask bold questions and pursue answers to the core to bring you closer to the story. We couldn't have it any other way. Join me, Auma Evans, as I raise matters of social concern to raise your voice from the background to the foreground. Every Thursday and Saturday at 9 p.m. only on KUTV.
Haya, vijana hoye!
They speak to play politics.
Kila mara yeye ananiwinda kama mnyama. Naambia yeye Mungu iko. Mungu iko na sitarudi nyuma.
They speak words strong enough to change policy and the law.
We have a very democratic system. We have a system that is based on the rule of law.
They speak to the heart of the nation for the nation.
Simu imeleta mambo mingi sana. Mi hata nataka ifungwe kabisa, na ifungwe hata WhatsApp na Facebook zifungwe kabisa.
When facts get lost in all these words, we aim for the truth. Join me, Dennis Omondi, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. as I serve you the news and speak to your leaders and their observers to establish nothing but the truth, only on KUTV.